Annoying games are annoying, and when you think of any, you probably think of games with hard controls like getting over it and jumping, or games with stupid traps like Trap Adventure. I really hate those games. And that's why I'm making an annoying game that has normal controls and a decent logic for traps. The idea is a platformer game where the only way forward is up, and a single mistake means a long fall, filled with fake platforms and hidden enemies, but you can detect them by switching between two dimensions, a peaceful one and one that has monsters for no reason. I made a pretty square that you can control and programmed a button. While pressed, it shows you the other dimension. Then made the first part of the level to test if the game was good, and it was actually fun to play, kind of. So I continued working on it and made a circle that pushes you away if you touch it, then made a square that shoots circles. You need to avoid them if you don't want to fall. The game will only have two colors, black and white. Now that's considered an artistic choice to make a visual identity for the game or something, and I totally didn't do that because of how lazy I am. I'm just a professional. Okay, I spent years trying to draw decent platforms and eventually ended up with this. Then spent ages trying to make a good character. And after many attempts, this boy was born. Just kidding. This one's fat and ugly, just like your mom. This is our boy. Since the day of his birth, he was determined to climb the Tower of Darkness in order to lay his hands on the fruit of eternity, so that he gets to live forever or something. Sorry, writing stories, not my thing. And this thing is the fruit of eternity. Yeah. Animation time, boys! Me when your mom after I for dimension switching to work, I programmed the camera so that it inverts colors when changing dimensions. So black turns white and vice versa. And after changing the background color to black, the hat now blends in with the background and disappears in both dimensions. So I had to give it a similar color to the head. I thought this change would make the character look bad, just like your mom. But after seeing it in-game, I think it's kind of cool and you can easily differentiate the body from the hat. By the way, when you fall from high enough, you'll get smashed. Then you'll probably quit the game and delete it, but we don't talk about that here. After placing the platforms, I added the most basic thing that makes games a million times better. That thing is fucking snow, bitch! Then added a how to play text thing and a texty wall. Now the game looks complete if we ignore the fact that the monsters are literally a square and circle. Look, I have nothing against circles. They're pretty, they're roundish. Sadly, they don't fit in pixel art games. So, I don't care about anyone's opinion. This thing is a masterpiece. Just take a look at it. It's beautiful. Squares, on the other hand, are shitty. So I replaced it with this thing, which looks like it came straight out of Plants vs. Zombies. You know, that weird green plant that'll shoot the hell out of you if you ever thought of stepping in his garden. Our handsome boy has this high quality idle animation, and this shooting one he'll do while spitting out balls on you. Yep, I just realized that both of them look like they're doing a blow. And by the way, if you're enjoying this, please subscribe and end my suffering. BFXR, that son of a good Wayman. I used it again for sound effects and made sounds for jumping and walking. For when you switch dimensions, one for bouncing, another for our shooting boy, and of course this. When it comes to music production, my skills are questionable, but this time I'll make music that at least will make you regret being born on this doomed planet where people who make these things are kept free instead of being sentenced to jail for 6-9 years. After a decade of googling how to make music for beginners, simple tutorial that is actually simple, I finally finished it. The one and only, the mighty, the greatest. I really don't know why I wasted so much time on this. Just, please don't say it's ugly. I have feelings. Come to think of it, the sound effects are kind of loud and may cause some serious damage to your ears. But I'm not changing that, because the game has already been released, and probably no one's gonna play it. I really hate this game. Anyway, if you wanna listen to this golden piece of art, it's linked in the description. A game without a menu is bad. The game's name is sadly not game, it's Dimensions Climber. Don't judge my naming skills, I've done worse. This is the main menu. Here you can mute the sound effects and music if your ears aren't built for Chad level sounds. There's also a continue button, which continues. You can also walk while in the menu if you want. Pretty creative little thing, which of course didn't happen by accident. However, you can only do that on PC. Oh, I forgot to tell you. I slapped in some buttons and uploaded the game to the Play Store, and it got millions of downloads and amazing reviews. Also, it's free and doesn't contain ads. Yet. And if you are a PC boy, you can play it on itch. There's a browser version and a Windows standalone one. All links are down below. Keep in mind that for now the game is too short with nothing to do after you finish the first and only level. But more things are coming in the next update. Subscribe so you don't miss it. Wanna see how I made a multiplayer game using only Google Chrome? That video is here. Okay, boy.